Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna dive into a topic that affects all of us, uncertainty in life choices, and how can we embrace them to encourage our growth. This is inspired also by the yoga philosophy. Every day, the decisions we make lead us down to paths we might think are predictable, but thinking that we can foresee every single turn and outcome of our actions is a bit arrogant, isn't it? I believe that our intentions on the present, how we perceive our world and those around us, shape and let our path unfold. Yet the unknown has a way of manifesting itself to encourage our growth, despite our resistance. There is this concept in yoga called Santosha. It teaches us contentment, find contentment within ourselves. This doesn't depend on any external action or circumstance to be present. And even though that this thought is deeply rooted, I can't deny that the mind has its way to obscure our innate wisdom. So we need to remind ourselves to bring awareness back to what's real. And sometimes that means to what's tangible. So how do we build trust? Trusting other people seems pretty straightforward. Building rapport, consistency, predictability and expression of our behavior. These elements makes us feel secure about what the other person will bring in each situation. Essentially, it's about transparency and meeting expectations. Still, these concepts shift radically when it comes to the intangible, the unknown, the universe, or destiny. In these instances, trust means accepting everything as it comes in each moment with open arms and heart. Here's where practical mindfulness comes into play. Practices like meditation and journaling can help us to stay present. Instead of aiming for a specific result, we can choose to accept outcome as it is. By broadening our perspective from a narrow worldview to a collective standpoint, we recognize that the things we dislike and resist are precisely what we need and the bigger scheme for our growth as individuals and collective. This often means shedding parts of ourselves that are not able to carry our newfound perception, much like a snake shedding skin to reveal a new self. Trust that even at the end of a beginning leads to more beginnings, and that everything happens perfectly as it unfolds. Making new decisions to explore and appreciate the unknown, which can always surprise, captivate, and enchant us as we forge our personal stories into the epic narratives we constantly imagine and project. So how can we apply this in our daily life? 1. By practicing mindfulness. Spend a few times every day meditating, journaling, with just being with yourself, being with your thoughts, exploring your inner landscape. This helps to build a relationship of how your perceptions shape the sense of identity you have, and how you can change them to adapt to new circumstances. Build trust. Cultivate trust in your relationships, not only with others, but with yourself, through transparency, consistency, and authenticity. That also helps you to learn the process of the universe, learning to appreciate the bigger picture instead of your limited perception, which leads to a shift of perspective. When faced with challenging situations, try to broaden your perspective and understand the role of this challenge in your life, how this is helping you to grow in ways that you probably don't understand in the moment. And finally, embrace change. Change is something that we resist because our brain always looks for things that are familiar. But if we are open to shed all habits and mindsets that no longer serve us, this will encourage our growth to evolve, to become more flexible, and build resiliency to face different challenges or life situations as they come. Thank you for watching. So if you found this video insightful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to dive deeper into these concepts, I invite you to check out my Substack post, which I will be providing the link below. Until the next time, embrace the unknown and embrace the change. Thank you.